Okay folks, I'm just going to tie a gold bodied Willie Gunn here, very famous fly in Scotland, and I'm using the HMH tube fly tool, and I've got a 1-inch copper tube, Vineyards tube. So I'm using uni thread 80 fire orange thread, give it a few passes through the wax, and then I'll start just a few mils from the front, just so that I can make sure I've got enough room for the head. I'll do is just tighten that up, and then just run that down, cut off the excess whenever really, but I'll do it at the moment. That through passes with the wax, and then just start running that down. A few passes with the wax. Now, obviously, you're going to have to leave a wee free bit at the end, because you've got your plastic tubing to put on to hold the hook. So from here, what I'll do is I'll tie in just a butt of holographic. I'm going to use gold holographic, and I'll tie in a butt of that, just a wee bit. I cut it at a point just to make it sound slightly better. Just catch that in. Catch that in. Well, that's in focus there, vice moved a wee bit. Catch that in and wind it up to wherever you want it. I mean, that's probably 5 mils worth, and that's probably enough. So what we'll do there is just wind that up, and give it one more turn, I think, there. Just wind your thread forward a wee bit, and then what you want to do is bring it up, bring the thread up, and then put 90 degrees in it. So bring it up 90. Keep the thread tight. Then trim away the waste, and just check that that's looking okay under there. I mean, what we're going to do in the future, you know, with this fly here now, we'll tidy that up even further. So just what I do then is this point, just have a feather a wee wax and wind yourself forward. Now at this point, I'm going to put in a wee kind of trigger point with red glow Brite floss, and I've just got this in a bobbin as well. I'll just work it in between the thread. So what we do is just tie that down as if you're tying thread on, and run it down the way first. Run it down the way. Now I think this just makes the Willie Gunn that bit more enticing maybe. So wind it down till it meets the tinsel, and then cut away the waste. Wind it down till it meets the tinsel, and then start winding it back up, just to make sure that it's nice and bright red, and it's looking quite good at the moment. And there'll be other ways to do this, folks. This is just the way I do it, but when we turn it, you know, it looks tidy there, right? And what I'll do is just make sure it's roughly even, and then That's slightly uneven there, you just add a wee bit of bulk in there. And once you've got it roughly, just bring it up, right angle, tie it off with the thread. And it's easy to tie off that stuff, so not to worry. Cut away the waste. And then what I'll do at this point, folks, is I'll just put a little drop of varnish on that, just to, because since there's no wire running over it, just to give it a wee bit of strength. Just run that over. I'll just let it set well. By the time you get up to put the hair on, this will be dry enough to work with again, you know. So I mean, it's not, doesn't need to be exact, just enough to give it a wee bit of protection. Then what I'll do is I'll get a soft gold wire, small, and what I'll do is I'll just catch that in, and I'll tie it in the length of the body, so, or the body from here up to the head. Obviously that varnish is wet, so yeah, you can kind of try and work your way around it, but it's not a big deal. Tie it in about the length of the body, got it there, just one turn at the moment, and then get a good length of gold holographic. You don't want to be short, so again this is a large one, so it does go quite far. And what we'll do is we'll tie that in the length of the body, and then just start winding up and try and get the turn nice and smooth, because now we're winding straight over this. So and then cut the holographic tinsel, you know, the length of the body as before. Give your thread a wee bit of wax and just spin your way up, whipping it up. And we'll stop it there. You know, it's good to leave a good gap for the head, so that, you know, we can hopefully make sure it's as tidy as we can get it. So do your wrap of holographic, and then just start wrapping the holographic up. And once you get to near the top, we could probably just, that one's pretty much over the last bit. There we go. We'll just put a right angle on that. Bit of movement in the vise there. And tie that off. Trim it off, sorry. Now what I'll do is I'll put a solid turn round it at the back, just for strength purposes, and then wrap quite tightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a solid turn at the top, just for strength again. Right angles, tight thread, give it a few passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, the wire should break away. Keep the thread held tight. Give it a wee minute. And there's the wire broke away. Then what we'll do here is just tidy that up slightly. And then what you want to do is get your bucktail. So in this case we've got yellow and we've got orange for the under half. And what I'll do is I'll just stack that you know, a wee bunch, you know, a few strands on top of the other, just to kind of, just to mix. You could mix it in your fingers, but that's just the way I do it. So just stacking it up. Now it depends, some folk like more orange, some folk like more yellow, some folk like more yellow in the spring or whatever, but it's up to yourself. Now what I'll do here is I'll get this hair stacker. You don't need to do this, but I just like to keep it tidy with this. Come on. Just tap it on the desk. And then there we go. Just either push it through slightly, and then what we'll have there is, you know, fairly nicely level fibres there. Without any stray ones that you don't like the look of. And it's, you know, it's difficult to get how much hair you want. Everybody's different, so what I've got here is an okay amount, but nothing crazy. I've seen flies dress really heavily, but then, you know, then even though you've got a copper tube, they might swim higher in the water, so it's up to yourself. But now just wind them on carefully, moving the threads round and tightening it up as you go, and hopefully there. Just don't pull it too tight in the first few turns, otherwise it wants to splay off, and that's quite good there. What we'll do there is we'll just wind it down, tie it down slightly. And I know the head's looking quite big at the moment, but by the time you get your hair on, I will tidy it up. Just give it a wee push back so that it sits nice against the body. And I'll just leave that now, we'll cut it once the black's on. So just tidy it up slightly and run yourself back to there. Then we'll take the black bucktail and what we'll do is we'll stack this as well, black bucktail. What we'll do is we'll stack this. Stack this, and again, just personal preference on how much black you want. And that's a good thing about tying your own flies, you get to choose. So I'd say we should make this slightly longer than the orange and yellow, just to provide a nice taper, you know. So just make sure the threads get a wee bit of wax on it. Slightly longer, and then same as before, just take your time, tying it round, working it round, holding it, spacing it out, bringing it round, and again the first few turns not too tight, and then just tighten down on it. Spin it round, that looks pretty good. Again, make sure the thread's waxed because you really don't want this hair pulling out, and just tighten down on it at this point and run it back up. And there we go, that's looking quite good. Now at this point, what you want to do is, well, at this point that fly's pretty much done once you cut the hair off the front, but I'm just going to add a few strands of crystal flash. Just literally just one on either side, just to give it a bit more sparkle. Just sit the two on top. Now you just sit them on and then you can cut them in length later. Set them on, catch that one in, catch that one in, both on the sides, tie them in, run the thread down, and there we go. Now what you want to do is come in with the scissors, good sharp scissors, and just bend the hair back, cut it off, there we go, that's looking good. You don't want any sticking forward, it's going to, you know, affect the finish of the head, so just make sure you cut it all to length. Sometimes it can be difficult to get a few wee strands. And again, wax your thread, and now just tidy up the head. There we go, bring it forward, and then just build up over that bucktail. Run the thread back down, and I mean, you could add jungle cock cheeks in at this point, but I'm not going to bother because this fly is good as it is. Just build the thread up so that it's nice and tidy. Build the head up, sorry. And what you can do at this point is, this is taking quite a bit of thread because I didn't put much down, so, but you do is you just turn it round, check to see if it's in good order, and that looks like good order to me. Wind your thread forward, get ready for the whip finish. Then what you want to do is get a whip finish tool, a bit of wax in the thread, and wind your whip finish the same way you wound the fly, so away from you. Just take your time with this, it can be a bit footery. And then that's, oh there we go, a wee bit footery. Just wind on, take your time. Just try and get the turns as neat as you can get them. As I say, just try and get the turns as neat as you can get them. I think that's 4 there. What I'll do there is just remove the thread there, keep this one in, slide it up and out. There we go. Pull it to tighten it. Cut it off. And what I'll do again is, I'll just, I mean that's sitting very nicely, and what I'll do here is I'll just use Filling Mill super glue. I've just cut the brush on it just to make it slightly thinner, and we'll just dab that on. Just fills the head out nicely, gives it a nice finish. And after you've super glued it, I'll varnish it, obviously, you know, just to finish it off. And there we go, folks. That's gold bodied Willie Gunn with the fire orange thread and the crystal flash in it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.